What's up, y'all? Off-season fully here, and it's been reported that the Cleveland Indians are going to trade Francisco Lindor. We've known this for a week, but now MLB Network is drawing up some potential trades. MLB Network historically has got kind of weird hypothetical trades. So we're going to look at this. There's 7 trades here with 7 different teams, and I'm just going to kind of go through 1 through 7. My first kind of reactions on it, and let's get into it. First one involves the Mets here. So the Mets are getting Francisco Lindor, obviously, and Austin Hedges, who's not a bad catcher, and they're giving back Andre Jimenez, who had a really good season for the Mets, really good defensive shortstop. Jeff McNeil, who obviously is a very good player for the Mets, possible All-Star this year. Pete Crow Armstrong, who's the number 5 prospect, and Riley Gilliam, who's the number 25 prospect. I don't like this trade for the Mets. Now, a big point is Francisco Lindor is on the last year of his contract. The Mets are a good team, but they've disappointed the past couple years. I think trading away McNeil and then 2 really good prospects in Jimenez and Armstrong for 1 year of Lindor, where I don't even think they win the NL East, as I still take the Braves over them. I don't think that's the right move for the Mets. A lot of these trades aren't the right moves for teams because they're giving up a lot of youth for 1 year of Lindor, except if you're a team like the Dodgers or Yankees, and you have a really good chance at winning the World Series. Next one is the Dodgers, and they're getting Lindor. This is obvious. They're giving back Dustin May, great pitcher, Matt Beatty, okay, first baseman kind of guy, and then Cody Thomas, who's the number 30, who's their 30 overall prospect in their system. This trade seems like a much smaller package than what the Mets just gave up. I think I would rather have Jimenez, McNeil, and Armstrong instead of May. I'm not super high on Matt Beatty. He's all right. I don't know if the number 30 prospect in the Dodgers system is going to turn into much. I mean, if the Dodgers get Lindor, that's insane. 100% they're going to repeat. I mean, they'd have to move Seager to, like, second, and then whatever. That's insane. But, yeah, I think the Mets would give up a lot more than what the Dodgers giving up. I don't know if the Indians even take this deal. I mean, I think if both those offers are on the table, I'm taking the Mets one. Now, this one involves the Yankees. The Yankees get Francisco Lindor. They give back Clint Frazier, really good year, batted over 300, was a Gold Glove finalist. Miguel Andujar, great hitter, terrible defender, hasn't really had a shot in the big leagues because the Yankees stacked lineup. Luis Gil, the number 5 prospect, and Albert Abreu, the number 12 prospect. I like this package for the Indians more than the Dodgers one. Frazier would go, this trade was talked about at the deadline. Frazier would go super nicely into that Indians lineup. So would Andujar. Yeah, so would Andujar. And then two pretty good prospects in Gil and Abreu. Now for the Yankees, 1 year of Lindor. It moves Glaber back over to second, where he probably should play. It makes them the definite contender in the East, as if they already weren't, and really solidifies their, I mean, if they can bring back LeMahieu, have a LeMahieu, Lindor, Judge, Voit, Stanton top 5, that might be the greatest top 5 ever, and it makes them probably the number 1 contender. I'd probably take that team over the Dodgers if they get Lindor for this package. Now, this one involves the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have been in talks where apparently they want to go after Bauer, they want to go after Spring, they want to go after Lindor. Please, Blue Jays, do not go after Lindor for 1 year. Don't give up Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Alejandro Kirk, and Kevon Smith. Please, 1 year of Lindor when we already have Bo Bichette does not raise our team to even. We're probably not even better than the Rays or the Yankees. It makes us a wild card team. We already have a chance at the wild card. Please don't do this trade. I love Lindor. I really love Lindor. I like Bo Bichette more as a player, but obviously Lindor is better. Please don't do this trade. As also like the Dodgers, Yankees, I think Lindor they have a good shot of re-signing him. I don't think the Blue Jays have any chance of re-signing Lindor, so don't do it. Now here's a trade involving the Philadelphia Phillies. The Philadelphia Phillies acquire Francisco Lindor and Roberto Perez. That would be pretty good. I'm guessing they're saying JT Realmuto's out. And they get back a ton of prospects. Bryson Stott, number 2 prospect, so not Mickey Moniak. I'm pretty sure Mickey Moniak's still considered a prospect. He did play this year. Francisco Morales, number 4. Those are 2 really good prospects. Rafael Marchand, number 7. He played really well. I was really impressed with him this year. And Jalen Ortiz, number 19. I think this is a really good package for the Indians. if they want to compete in the next couple of years. The Indians still have a good enough roster. Like, they made the playoffs this year. They still got a good enough roster right now. They might want a player that can help them right now. Like, maybe they say no to Stott and Morales and they just ask for Moniak. Who knows? For the Phillies, adding Francisco Lindor, kind of like the Mets there. I think the Phillies, if you're the Phillies, especially if you lose Real Muto, bringing in Lindor does nothing for you. It just kind of replaces Real Muto. Lindor is better, but still, I mean, you guys got Harper and you signed him to this long deal, so you want to contend. I don't really see bringing Lindor. Maybe it makes them a wild card team. I mean, they had Real Muto and Harper and they missed the playoffs and expanded playoffs. If you can bring back Real Muto and then you can trade for Lindor, okay, I believe in the Phillies as a wild card team. I still think the Braves are the best team in the NL East, but I like them more than the Mets if they can bring back Real Muto and bring in Lindor. Otherwise, especially if you lose Real Muto, don't do this trade. This one involves the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, Francisco Lindor would look so sick in a Cardinals uniform, but the Cardinals are giving back Harrison Bader, great defensive center fielder, Tommy Edman, utility player, pretty young, looks good, the number 12 prospect in Johan Oviedo, and the number 13 prospect in Angel Rondon. Cardinals, once again, don't do this trade. Lindor does not raise your ceiling anymore. You guys made the playoffs, lost to the Padres. Add Lindor to this team, cool, but, you're not giving up that much. So maybe you do this trade if the Indians, you might offer it and the Indians might. Bader, Edman are good. I don't think they're ever going to be great players. I don't think they're ever going to get close to all-star level. Oviedo and Rondon are 12 and 13 prospects. That's not super high. That's not super good. It's good, but it's not great. Okay, for this package, Cardinals do this trade. If you're the Indians, you are not giving up Lindor and you get back Bader, Edman, and a 12 and 13 prospect. Last trade has to do with the Cincinnati Reds, and this one is massive. I don't know. Okay, I'm starting not to think these MLB Network trades are very good because once you look at this, so the Reds get Lindor. Okay, cool. Maybe it brings back Bauer if you make this trade before he signs somewhere. You get back Nick Senzel, really good young player. Tyler Stevenson, the number 4 prospect. Austin Hendricks, the number 3 prospect. Jonathan India, the number 5 prospect. And Jose Garcia, the number 6 prospect. What the hell? So that package is a lot better than Harrison Bader, Tommy Edman, and then the 12 and 13 prospects. I don't get it. If you're the Cardinals, if you're the Indians, accept this in a heartbeat. If you're the Reds, that's a lot of your future giving up for Lindor, who, especially if you guys lose Bauer, doesn't do much. Maybe, I doubt, makes you a playoff team in that competitive NL Central. Yeah, they're in the Central. They are. That's kind of a crazy trade. This video might be a little long, so I'm going to wrap it up now. I also got to go to school, so peace.